Hello friend, this is Alan from Addenda Chemical. Now I'm here to introduce you about Addenda R&D Center. So now I'm in South China New Material Innovation Park. In this area we have 5 labs, which is around 3,000 square meters. These 5 labs we have totally around 60 researchers that they are in different labs. The first lab is the chemical analysis. In chemical analysis, we have around 6 person, and the team leader with more than 15 years experience. In that lab, we have many advanced equipment such as the SEM, XRD, and like the TGA, and also many other ICAP and other equipments, so we can analyze the chemicals and which support us in our research. The second and the third lab is about the synthetic material research. So in that lab we have 21 members, which is in the 3 groups. In that lab we have 3 PhD and 7 master degree, as well as other technicians. And these technicians is from different, you can say, education background, such as the organic material, inorganic crystal material, and for this nano composition, as well as some polymer synthetics. Yeah. So in that lab we can, use the different chemicals. After the chemical reactions, we can make some new chemicals, which is good for FR and smoke. And we can use it in our ATO replacement, as well as other finished product. And the fourth lab is about the FR master batch. In that master batch, we have also around six engineers. So that we have 2 twin screws there, so we can make the different types of the FR master batch to support the master compounders. And the last lab is where I'm located. This is the FR and the smoke test lab. In this FR and smoke test lab, we have around 10 operators here, and 5 of them is more than 10 years experience. So in this lab, we can make the sample here and test its FR and the smoke property, as well as other like the UV and the aging and physical properties this test. So now I'm going to show you this lab. There is Addenda have 2 business. One is the FR and smoke. The second is for the battery, lead acid battery additives. So this part is for the lead acid battery additives. Yeah. Here, FR and smoke lab, this part is for the sample preparation, as well as some physical properties, UV test, and this part is for FR and smoke. First, I will introduce you about the FR and smoke. The first machine we have here, this is the Tranken tester. This mainly used for like the epoxy resins. These polymers, they have to check whether there is electrical leakage or not under different voltage, such as 600 volt. I mean, different polymers and for different standard. And the second one, this is the limited oxygen index (LOI). This is as per the standard ASTM D2843. So for this test, as you can see, we have the glass tube, the diameter in the bottom side, that is 70 to 100 mm, and the top side is they have a cover here. This is 40 mm. Yeah. And the sample size is the width is 6 mm, and the thickness is 3 mm, and the length is 18. And also like the flame, the flame height is 16 mm minus and decrease 4 mm. Yeah. So the second, and you can see actually we have 2 glass tubes. Yeah. So this is after one test, because like we used this one, we just use this one. This it's heat. So when we do the test, we will use the new one, which is cooled, for the test, which is to ensure that the test result is accurate. Yeah. The second, this we want to introduce. This is for the FMV S302. This is automotive internal test. So this is basically this is a horizontal burning test. Yeah. So here, this is for engineering plastics. The name is glow wire test. Glow wire test. This test, they have the the heat here can be different temperature, like 750, 860, 960, different temperature, and the sample is with different thickness, maybe 0.8, 1 mm, and also like 1.6 and 2 mm, 3 mm as per the requirement. Yeah. Oh, take care. 小心. Yeah. So here, this is we have one thermal stability tester. This is from China to check the thermal stability, and this is the standard as per BS 5852. We can do the test like creep 0 to creep 1 to creep 5. Yeah, this is for the this is for the sofa and the upholstery, and this is mainly for the PVC tent and tarpaulin for the coated fabric. This is as per standard NFPA 701. They have the test measure 1, measure 2, depends on the depends on the GSM. As per the GSM difference, they have the measure 1, measure 2 test. So here this is UL line 4 test. This can be the horizontal as well as the vertical burning test to take like the V0, V1, V2. Those can mainly for the engineering plastics, but some cable, cable and wire, they also require this test. Yeah. So this is here. This is coated fabric vertical burning tester. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, you can see the igniter is here. The flame is here. So this is the SDR smoke density test chamber here. So this is as per the standard ASTM D2863. Yeah. 2843. 2843. LOS 2863. I was confused. Yeah, this normally the thickness around 3 mm thickness, sure, as per the requirement. So here we have two. This is the NBS chamber. NBS chamber is also to check the smoke relative test. This is the standard is ASTM E662 as well as ISO 58259. Yeah. Here we have one more cone calorimeter here. This is one of the most accurate tester to check the flame behaviors. We can get the heat release rate and also the total heat release and the different characters by this machine. Yeah. So this part is about the meaning for the FR and the smoke. So now here. Yeah, please follow me. So here this is a constant temperature and humidity chamber. We can do the jungle test. As you can see here, we can make the temperature, maintain the temperature like 85 degrees Celsius, 85% of the humidity. Yeah. So here the next one, this is one UV and for the aging tester. Actually, we have two UV and aging. The difference is there you can see wavelength is different. Yeah. And here this is one drying oven. Drying oven is for some materials. Suppose we need to dry it, we use this. The temperature can be from 0 degrees Celsius to 300 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So this is a conditioner chamber. We see we maintain the temperature at 23 degrees Celsius and the humidity is 50%. For many tests like UL line 4 or LOI, those tests we required the samples in the condition chamber at least 16 hours to do the test. Yeah. So this machine is for, we have two machines. This is purchased from India. This is for the thermal stability, because many India customers and Middle East customers use these companies, this machine to do the test. So in India, the standard is most is like 200 degrees Celsius, more than 100 minutes or 120 minutes, to check the thermal stability. So here this is one tensor, and this two, we have two here. This is for the to check the density, such as the the specific to check the density, and this two is to check the hardness, shell A, shell B, So and here this is one this to check one machine to check the melt flow. This is from the rig. And here this is for the engineering plastics, meaning to check the aerial impact. This is also from the rig. This is Germany brand. So for the sample preparation, like you see, we have one internal mixer here. So our engineers, actually this person, he worked maybe 9 years or 10 years with us. So you see, we can make the sample here. For PVC, I think the temperature maybe 130 or some degrees Celsius. So they will make the sample here, and like you see, this is some sheet they already made. So after they make the sample here, this is a heat compression machine, and they can make the sample size as per the standard required. And you see that that engineer is just first he need to weight the polymers as per the required formula. Then they will blend it. Then they will make the sample here. This is a process. So here this is one film casting machine. We can make different types of the film, like the PE film and other films. So the film thickness, we can make it 0.01 to 1 mm thickness, and the width is around 200 to 220 mm. So here this part meaning for the synthetic material. For the artificial leather. So for the artificial leather, we can make the PVC, PU, microfiber, as well as the water-based acrylic resin. So first, our engineers, they will mix the formula, and they will blend it. They can also blend it there. Then they will make the sample here. The process is first they will put the fabric like this one. Okay, they will put the fabric here, and then they use this type of the roller with a different thickness to do to coating it. Like the automotive leather, first they will do the adhesive layer, then the forming. After they make the adhesive layer, so they have one you see that drying ovens here. Then they will dry it, and then they will make the forming layer, and then again dry it, and then make the surface layer. This is the process. And this is what I was just introduced there. There is also one for UV test trace there. Actually, behind this, there's another squeezing machine, but that is for oil-based PU. Okay, so so this is our FR Smoke test lab. As we see, we just introduced that in this lab we can make the sample by ourselves. We can test its physical property, as well as the FR Smoke, as well as the FR Smoke test. So by this way, we can help customers to provide customized formula design, and also help customers to optimize their formula. And also we can also help customers to pass more strict and FR test standard. So next we will introduce you about our other labs. Thank you.